going live energy flash. 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I just started writing about an energy that came through, and it was a huge soul and spirit letting go energy that was released, a radical severance that came through and was felt. And I was writing, did you feel this too? It was a very profound feeling. And what I actually did was I felt myself shed a tear of what I had planned as far as updates and videos and books, etc., that I had planned and that I was working on. I've been working on for years, many years, for some time, doesn't matter how long. And I could feel that this radical severance energy came through, and I felt myself shed a tear and feel a very brief moment washed through me in spirit and soul, and I felt myself release all of that. And I was so surprised in letting them go. And of what I had planned, and remember that this is my life living in service 24/7. So for me, that's like my whole life. It was giving all of that up of what, as I said, I had planned for years. Just go with me with this. Again, I was surprised as this did not go with what we are being let know by others, and feeling about what even I'm writing about that we're newly creating. So I can tell you it is a feeling of the most hugest relief, yet it does not make sense. I can tell you it is again, I've written, it's a feeling of the most hugest relief, and it doesn't make sense. So I've said that twice for a reason. I did get this morning that I would be doing a rune after the post that I shared this morning on there is something we need to let go of. And I was working with myself what that was, quietly within myself. I only share as guided as I work through so much for all of humanity. And then I'm guided which bits to share. Yet I did not expect this to come through. Yep, expect the unexpected. Then I just went with this and writing this, again, living in the flow, bringing this to you in this process at the moment with this energy of spirit and soul and letting go, healing out to you who are watching this. All these videos are very, very powerful energies that have come through. So then I was flicking through and guided, and I found the rune, which one it was, and took me. And when I do runes, I don't follow any structure or guide. Sometimes I'll read bits of upright and reversed. And in this case, the rune is Othilla, separation, retreat, inheritance. And as I scanned it briefly with my eyes and then my energy and then the reverse, it's a bit of both. And as I went to then type this and put in an update, I went, you know what, I'm too tired to type this. I might come on and I might read this out. So that's why I'm here. So I hope it's clear enough. It's a bit grainy here, but anyway. So this is a time of separating paths. Old skins must be shed, outmoded relationships discarded. When you receive this rune, a peeling away is called for. Part of the cycle of initiation, Othilla is a rune of radical severance. The appropriate action here is submission and quite possibly retreat, knowing how and when to retreat, and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. Real property is associated with Othilla, for it is the rune of acquisition and benefits. However, the benefits you receive, the inheritance, may be derived from something you must give up. This can be particularly difficult when what you are called upon to abandon is some aspect of your behavior or your cultural inheritance. What I was working on quietly came through as this is part of your cultural inheritance. Now, with this area for myself, it was a behavior and action in this lifetime that came through the generational energy that needed to be let go of and no longer continued on. So when it says cultural inheritance, that's not 100% clear if somebody looked at that and went, well, I don't have a cultural inheritance. It's about filling into that for yourself of a habit or a behavior that one needs to let go of. Okay, that could be the cultural inheritance you need to let go of that has come through, that your mother or your father did that behavior, or it's something that was happening in your family generation that you've gone, enough, no more, stop. This needs to end here and now, with and through myself. For then you must look closely at what until now you have proudly claimed as your birthright. There you go. It's very interesting. So even again with this one, when I apply it to myself in this situation, well, I wouldn't have called that my birthright for whatever that is for myself. Yet my interpretation from spirit and soul is guided with this is it came through in your birth, your genes, your genetic inherited through your bloodline, through your family. Excuse me, clearing that throat chakra. Whew. Whether it is your attachment to your position in society, to the work you do, or even to your beliefs about your own nature, the separation called for will free you to become more truly who you are. That's pretty amazing, that. For me, I shared about, it was about doing the posts and the updates. I knew I'd still be doing divine healings with people, with souls. It was just in an instant, all this came very quickly that I can slow it down to explain what that very brief few moments, whew, this, when someone says something happens and life flashes, well, it was like that. Life flashed in front of my eyes, or in my soul and my spirit, in that moment of that radical severance that came through, that released. And it was about the book and the videos and everything. It was just all of that, and going out and speaking and this and that. And it was and all of that. It was just, it all just let go. It was incredible. And I made peace with that. I shed a tear for that, of my life up until now, with the plans for all of those things. Yet I knew I needed to surrender and let all of that go. Like for 15 years, I've been getting visions and been let known about a lot of things myself with what I'm bringing through. So it's all gone, and it just doesn't matter now to me. It does not matter to me. It was a blessing to receive that release. And it's all blank. It's all clear. The unknown, the rune, it's yet further on from when I shared that, because this is new. Remember, I'm feeling this new as a template for all of humanity through myself and spirit and soul firstly, and unique for the planet. Okay? So this is very, very, very new, even if you've done it. Remember, what I bring through also is as a way seer, and it's quite often way ahead of it filtering through, because I've been on my ascension path as a trailblazer, as a grandmaster, emotional trailblazer, quarter of a century, 2020. Yay! I'm owning that. I'm celebrating it. There's a lot to celebrate. So then if we have a look at reversed, it's really beneficial as well, because it adds, now's not a time to be bound by old conditioning, old authority. Now, we've been doing a lot with the masculine recently, with the old patriarchal and the old authority. Consider not only what will benefit you, but will benefit others. Act according to the light you possess now in your life. I just love that. I just love that bit. It's according to the light I possess now in my life, right here, right now, talking to you. That's it. Because you may be called upon to undertake a radical departure from old ways. Absolutely, yes, I was. Total honesty is required. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Otherwise, through negligence or refusal to see clearly, it says you may cause pain to others and damage to yourself. Well, I take that lightly. However, what it's about self and the instant karma, which spirit has shown like a glass, a very wobbly piece of glass, and if you throw a pebble, it's going to go ping straight back, instant karma, especially to do with the physical health if someone is not paying attention. Yet also in instantly creating the new as well. That's already started as well. So it says adaptability, skillful means are the methods to cultivate. You must wait for the universe to act. We do without doing, and everything gets done. Okay, I need to go because I'm a time scale here with posting and sharing this. Love you, and I hope this has helped you. All right, thank you. Bye.